Hey, what is going on, guys? Deadeye here, and welcome to a tutorial on iron golem farms. They're lovely little people that we all need in our lives that give us iron. So I hope you guys are all having a great day, and let's get started into today's tutorial. So today's tutorial is just a basic survival iron golem farm. So this is something you can build in your survival world with either multiplayer or single player. It works in both, and it's 1.8 compatible. So this design right here is just a very basic design that I've seen, and I've kind of put my own twist to it. So what I've done is it's 9 doors here, 9 doors over here, 9 doors here, and there's 8 doors here. So how this one works is, of course, we've got the two of these guys aren't meant to be here. As you can tell, they have a lot of health, but we'll just keep them out of here. So currently what is happening is, if I say had all those 3 people killed, iron golems would be spawning out of here. And the reason they spawn here is because there's 12 or more villagers in this farm. So when there is 12 or more villagers, iron golems will start to spawn to protect them. And yeah, so we use this to our advantage. So what we do is, when they do spawn in here, you just come in here. Don't want to trade to the villager. You want to come in here. If he's there, kill him, or shoot him with a bow, or lure him over here so you can hit him without getting hit yourself. The reason we have a fence gate here is to prevent any of these wonderful creatures from escaping and ruining our farm. So with this, you can use any type of door except for iron. Villagers will not spawn in iron. So let's get straight into the build. So for step 1, we're going to be building the frame. You can build this out of any block you desire. I'm just building it out of iron because it's easier to count for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to build 5 blocks up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you want to build it 9 blocks this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then place your jungle wood, build 5 up. Like so, and repeat this on the other side. And then for the last pillar, you just need to find in the point between 2 of the corner ones. So now we can just go ahead and break these blocks, build up this, and then just build the frame between all these pillars. So that will give us the platform to put our doors, which will then make the villagers breed. Because how this farm works is, you just need to get a minimum of 2 villagers, so then they'll keep breeding and breeding, but you will want to make sure you're between 100 and 150 blocks away from the nearest village. So that's about 125 blocks away from there, so that's alright. Okay, so for the second step, you're just going to need a door and a few more building materials. So what you want to do is you want to place on this, wherever you want your main side to be, you want to place You want to place 4 doors here, 4 doors here, leave 1 gap in the middle, and we'll get to that later. Then you want to place all doors along here. Don't need to leave a gap here, and here as well. No gap needed. Doesn't matter if the doors are open, you can always just close them afterwards. Then what you want to do, which is the crucial part, is to build a roof for those doors, because then that counts as a village, or a house for the village. So villagers will start spawning in there because they assume it's a house, so the villagers will breed because they think they need to fill up the houses, when realistically they're just helping us farm iron from the iron golems. So like so, just fill that in nice and easy. Then you'll just want to come in here and place another bit of framework. So like so. This is where you can build a fancy wall and make your place look nice and pretty. Great, so now that you've got this, what you want to do is jump down here, place any block there, which will be broken afterwards, and then just build a little platform here. This is just so we can hold the dirt and that it doesn't look ugly underneath with dirt dripping. Now what you can do is, if you don't mind the water dripping through one dirt hole, is you could always build a little pillar in the middle, like so. And what I've done in a Let's Play world is I've converted all this space into horse pens, so if you want to get the most out of 2 spaces you can, but this works just as well. So now you just want to place the dirt, it doesn't have to be grass blocks, as long as you can till it. You want to leave that gap there, that's where we need to put the water. So once you got that done, just whack in water, and a lily pad can help, but it's really up to you what you want to do with it. And then you want to go grab a hoe, doesn't matter what type of hoe, just hoe the ground and then add in seeds, just normal seeds. You can do it with carrots and potatoes, but this is just to keep the villagers fed. So I forgot where the seeds were. Just type them in, and they can just be placed. You can bone meal if you want, but not necessary. This will do quite nicely. So now that you've placed all the seeds, you want to just fill in these walls here. This is to prevent the villagers from escaping, because you don't want them to be getting on the outside and getting attacked by zombies. But the other good thing about this design being high in the ground is that zombies won't be able to get to them. So just fill that in. You want to remember to leave this gap here. And you should have this. Okay, great. We're almost done now. So what we want to do is we'll want to place a fence gate here. So the reason we place a fence gate here and not a door is because villagers can open doors. So we definitely do not want them to be doing that. So if we have to, we can walk in here, we can trade with the villagers and whatever. So then we just want to finish building all of this now. You can add in a roof if you want to. I would suggest to do so. So you can do something like this, or even something along the lines of this. Just something basic for the roof. You will want to add in a bit of lighting though, so what I like to do is I like to place a bit of glass and then put glowstone above that water, or even a sea lantern. Depends on how far you're in at the moment. So then you just want to get any glass, doesn't really matter what it is, just as long as it's glass. This is not necessary though, so if you just want to completely enclose them in, you can do so. But you do want, if you are going to add in a roof, do not place the roof here, because it can sometimes affect where the iron golems can spawn, as they are counted a little taller than 3 blocks. So we have that, then we'll just go to the midpoint. Easy to find the midpoint, just go to your water source, just get a lantern, place that in there, and then I'm going to be using, didn't mean to get rid of my village spawn eggs, I'll be using villager spawn eggs, as I don't have the time to wait around for them to grow, but you guys just need to lure in 2 villager zombies, chuck a splash potion of weakness on them, then give them each a golden apple. So now we'll place in our 12 villagers. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Doesn't matter too much if they break some of the crops, but I think we have a few farmer villagers, so the fishermen, so the people that are just in brown cloaks count as farmers, so they will do their own thing, and when we give it a couple of minutes, we will have a iron golem. Okay, now that we've waited a couple of minutes, we finally have a iron golem, so what we just have to do is jump in here with our sword. We can kill him, or since we will be in survival, he'll come to attack us, so we can lure him to over here, and since he's taller than 2 blocks, he won't be able to attack us, so, or you could just use a bow. So yeah, I hope this tutorial really helped you, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.